Well, I don't know how, but somehow on a Wednesday night, I have a little bit of ambition. The other day, I went ahead and had all the U-bolts, everything taken out on these front leaves. So I just got to zip out the front shackle bolt and the rear hanger bolt. And these things come out, and I can slap in these new ones. So I got my handy little cherry picker sitting here. I'm just going to jack this thing up and get these things ripped out of here. Well, I'm starting to get NASCAR quick about changing these leaves out, so that one's out of there. There is the old one, and this is, other than this being bent upside down, this is kind of the shape they were when I got them. It was pretty much flat, and then both ends came up, and I don't know, they were just an entirely different, crappier spring. And then that's what I was talking about. These are cut straight. And that makes like a breaking point. That straight edge, like, just makes a place they can crease and break off. And the new ones, with this, yeah, it's a little bit, but it also kind of just changes the load on it to where you can't bend them as easily. So, like I say, this, between the taper, the thickness of the spring, and this beveled end, it just makes them a lot stronger, a lot better spring pack. And I am running a degree shim. I think this was 4 degrees. But yeah, before I put that in there, just usually it was under acceleration. And usually when I wasn't doing anything very good, like if I was just buzzing down the road or whatever, I was shooting drive lines out. And then since I did that, rotated the pinion up, yeah, it helped a ton. And I can still do 70 down the highway in this thing. And it actually, it handles quite well. Way better than any TJ I've ever owned. I got one spring in and I can already see a huge difference. Sanford pretty much sits level front to back, but yeah, you come to the front, I don't know how well you can tell, but that other side is just completely bottomed out. Those springs are sacked out, and I'm sure that the new one's actually helping this side stay up a bit. So it's quite a bit of difference in how these springs, the arch and everything. These aren't lift springs. They should have both been the same size, but yeah, this old one from the get-go basically was as low as my worn out set of this original style. So yeah, this is going to be great, and hopefully I can get another year out of these or so. So we'll see. Alrighty, they're both in there, and it's looking super good. So I set this up. These are 14-inch Bilsteins, and I had 7 up and 7 down on travel. And I am right back, and I've jumped up and down on this, but I am right back at my 7 inches. And I don't think I've been that since I've built this thing. So these, I'm pretty sure, are definitely what I originally built this to. So I'm super excited. One of these studs is bent, and then the other one isn't long enough because I trimmed everything off. And I did leave an extra leaf in this pack, so hopefully get a little more life out of it. So I got to get two new studs in there, and then I got some DOM coming to do my tie rod. And yeah, that'll about button up the front of this thing, and then I get to move on to this nasty stuff. Well, I'm glad I got off my butt and got this thing done. So that didn't take too long to slap those things in there. It's 100% better. It's sitting back to what it used to. I don't think it's sat this good since I built it. So super happy about that. I got to finish getting this propane hooked up, get the wiring done. And that's really about the last of the major stuff, my tie rod. But other than that, it's pretty much, I think, ready to go. And we'll be going out and beating on her here pretty quick. So I got a few other little things, maybe some rock lights and other stuff. I've got some on there, but they're just junky quickies that I threw on there before Wagon Hound, I think. So, and they ended up blowing a fuse on me there. So amongst everything else. So yeah, we're getting back on track, and I can't wait for this year. And thank you everybody for subscribing and commenting and liking and following along. I know it's kind of been slow, but we have a lot planned for this year. So that's kind of why I kind of had to change plans. And I do have a little something coming up here. So probably by Friday, I'll have a little new information here. So stay tuned. Thanks again, and we'll see you guys out there.